Your system is your heartbeat as a day trader, and it takes one good system, executed properly on a daily basis, to change everything about your trading. From unprofitable to very profitable, from extremely stressed to nearly no stress at all. Having the right system changes everything for you. And in today's video, I'm going to break down my exact system that I trade live in front of thousands of students every single day, and that I used to make over $6,000 live trading today with my team.
If you're making money with Grizzly, Grandma, Greg, or JDUN, type how much you're up. 1900, 1000, 270, 100, 500, 853, 244. Let's go. 100 eval. Pass my 50K eval. 1K, 714, 2620. Let's go!
My strategy is simple. It's effective. It's been tested for over 9 years of trading experience by myself, and there's no loopholes. My motto in trading is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. The more simple you can keep your strategy, the more money you are going to make. So all that being said, if you do get value from this video, all I ask is you tap in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and be sure you register for my first ever 3-day masterclass. I'm hosting a 3-day free masterclass, Discipline Over Dopamine, 3 days to Profitable Trading, October 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'm going to break down my entire strategy, my system, my risk management principles, my discipline tricks, and everything else that I have gathered over 9 years of trading in those 3 days. It is 100% free, it is 110% valuable, and I can't wait to see you there. You can save your seat now below this video in the description, and let's get to the money here. Now, opening the day, we always want to do a few things. I'm going to drill this into your head as I do every single day. We first want to take note of the pre-market trend. We can see here that we had a series of lower highs throughout the pre-market, which tells us there's a very high probability we'll see some sort of continuation to the downside today, whether that be through a lower high on a pop-up or an opening drive to the downside. Now, today's scenario happened to be an opening drive to the downside. So the first 15 minutes are critical here. We want to wait for the first 3 5-minute candles to form. We then want to mark out the first 15-minute high right here. We're going to turn that green not to get confused. And we're going to mark out the first 15-minute low. Now, before we do anything, we also want to make sure that we have our pre-market high mapped out. And also we have our pre-market low mapped out from London session. We're going to turn those blue again, not to be confused. So once we have these 4 levels mapped out, we have our roadmap for the morning. It doesn't tell us exactly where price is heading, but it gives us a good idea. Similar to a puzzle where you have the outside of the puzzle done. Now it's time to put the inside together and make everything make sense. So we have the outside of our puzzle, our base put together. We see our first 3 candles, aggressive selling to the downside, all full body candles. So what I'm looking for at this point, when we have this aggressive trend to the downside, we have the downtrend pre-market, is I want to look for a pop-up for a lower high shorts entry. Now, where is the best place to find that? The best place to find it and the best way to find it is through using our Fibonacci retracement tool and our key levels. So we're going to take our Fibonacci retracement tool and mark from high to low of day. Now, what you'll see here is a zone, a green zone from the 50% retracement to the 61.8% retracement. Now, in a trend, I am almost always going to be looking for either A, a rejection in a downtrend, or B, a bounce in an uptrend of the 50 to 61.8% retracement area. It's a statistically proven area that a lot of either sellers or buyers will be sitting waiting for a higher probability fill on their trade. So for me watching this trade, I take 2 ads here, both live in real time. I first see this aggressive move up here. I take my first try around this 495 area between these 2 candles. I then set my stops on this above this 525-ish area. Now, as we make this move up into our 50% retracement, I take my second ad on this trade around this 510 area. My stop stays the same. I put hard stops in always above the trend-setting candle high. I don't ever put random stops in, guys. You've got to stop putting in random stops or not having hard stops. When you have hard stops in your trade like I did here, it takes the emotion out. I knew my risk. I knew where the trade was not valid anymore. And I took the control out of my hands. And a lot of times as traders, we want to control where our trade goes, but that can't be the case. We can do several things as a trader. The most important being that we can manage our risk and control our risk. We cannot control which way the market heads. You must be a master of accountability. You stay accountable with how you're managing your trades. You stay accountable with how much risk you're putting on. You stay accountable with making sure your executions and trades are following your system. Trying to micromanage and dictate where the market goes is a losing game over time. So I set my stops here above this wick high at 525, first ad, second ad, and we end up getting an aggressive move from this 500 area all the way down to this 430. Now, if we look at this from a risk reward perspective, right? My average was around this, let's call it 505 or something like that in this area. If we look at it from a risk reward perspective, we had 20-ish points of risk. And at the very bottom of this ended up being over a 3.5R trade, where I had it was between 2 and 3R and 2.55R. That is a model that will pay you over time. Even if this trade loses 70% of the time, I can still be profitable as long as I hold my winning trades down to my price targets. And that is what I want you guys to understand. I get thousands of dollars in payouts because I follow my system. I make thousands of dollars every single day, almost every single day in my live account because I follow my system. I don't trade complicated strategies. I wait for A+ setups at key levels that give me a good risk reward, and that pays me over time. I teach you guys this every single day on the lives, every single day almost on these YouTube videos. The kicker here is whether you're willing to listen, whether you are willing to take accountability for yourself, be intentional with each trading day, and commit to making a change and moving towards being part of that 5% of people that will make it as a profitable trader. That's the question I want you guys to wrestle with tonight is, are you willing to put in the work and be accountable and take control of your discipline? Because if you're not, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time trading. You're wasting your time being on this video. But if you are serious about this journey and you are serious about following your plan, choosing discipline over dopamine, and coming in focused every single day, trading can and will change your life. That's non-negotiable. A lot of people make a lot of money trading. I started trading 9 years ago with one mission in mind. I wanted freedom. I was tired of struggling. I was tired of waking up every day having to check my bank account. It gets really old really fast. But now looking back at where I'm at now, all of the struggle, self-change I went through. I mean, heck, this was me before, and this is me today. This is a perfect example of where I was as a trader when I started versus the changes I made and where I am now. A picture's worth 1,000 words. And I understand a lot of you guys are in spot one right now, but it doesn't have to stay that way. You have every capability in the world to change your reality on the snap of a finger. It takes a choice. A book that I've been reading, I talk about this a lot in my live streams, is The 4 Agreements by Don Ruiz. This is an incredible book. It has absolutely nothing to do with trading, but it has everything to do with living a peaceful and intentional life. And a lot of the concepts he talks about can directly be related to your trading. You wouldn't think so. A practical guide to personal freedom. How could that affect my trading? Read it and report back. You be impeccable with your word. You keep promises to yourself. You don't make assumptions. You don't take anything personal, and you always do your best. Those are the 4 agreements. And if you do those things each and every day in your trading, you will see improvement in every single trading day that you show up and you implement those 4 agreements. Being impeccable with your word, right? Don't be sinful with your words. Don't be harsh on yourself with your words. Your words are very, very powerful, whether you're speaking to someone else or whether you're speaking to yourself. You spend a lot of time talking to yourself every day. Make those words positive. Don't make assumptions. You don't make assumptions on anything you don't know. You don't make assumptions on your trading. You don't make assumptions about what someone thinks. You ask, you communicate. You don't take anything personal. This is huge because a lot of you are taking your losses in trading personal, and it's leading to tilt and revenge trading and more frustration and losses. The market is not personal. What's personal is how you manage your risk. And finally, show up and do your best every day. Always do your best. If you're showing up and genuinely staying accountable and doing your best, there's nothing else you can do. But whenever I ask my live stream and my students, I say, all right, can you honestly tell me that you've done your absolute best today? You managed your risk your best. You planned your trades your best. You did everything to the best of your ability today. Most of them will say no. But that leaves a lot of room for improvement, and that makes me optimistic. We can have a lot more traders become profitable, get payouts, and move in the right direction. That's what I'm focused on, and that's what I want you guys to take into tomorrow's trading day, into this weekend, into the rest of the trading year. Trade smart, trade safe. Make sure you guys register for my 3-day free masterclass below. It's going to be a game changer. If you get value from these, just wait till you get me for a few hours. God bless, and I'll see you in live trading tomorrow. Peace.